Hey guys! So this is my first ever recording here for this. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do here is, so I'll just give you a kind of a quick overview of why I'm doing this. So basically I have been working at trading over the last 3 years. It hasn't been consistent, but in that time I have sometimes been doing really well and then other times I haven't. So I'm literally just going to take a year in my demo account and really learn how to do this properly, okay? Because I've seen the power of binary options and also other forms of trading as well, but I just like binary options myself, because I can literally get in and work in inverted commas for 15 minutes and just get like the amount of money I need. So I like it because it's so quick. Because I don't know, maybe I'm just an impatient person, I don't know. But it just suits my personality type, which is like, I don't really know how I could describe myself, but I would say maybe it's just kind of impatient and like wanting quick results, which obviously isn't good for trading purposes. But basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to learn how to trade over the next year, and I'm going to have two separate, I'm literally just working in my demo account because I did work in my life. I was doing really well sometimes and then I would blow my account and I used to get so annoyed with myself. So I'm not allowed to put any money in until I'm fully consistent. Okay, because I know other people who have actually been consistent from the very beginning and now they're doing really well. So I know it is possible. I've seen other people doing it, so like I do believe it's possible. It's just the fact that you just have to take the time to really learn. Like look at this, you know, it looks like this could really go up and actually be quite good. And this is in the 1 minute. I just want to have a look here a second. Yeah, like it's bouncing off this area here. Alright, let's see what else is going on here. Like that's like an all-time kind of low at the minute. Kind of was just trending. Alright, we'll just see here what happens. I'm gonna go to the 5 minute again. And the 1 minute. Right, 15 second. Okay. So if it bounces off here, I might get in actually for 3 minutes. I may, if it bounces up here again. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like if it did give me a good entry pattern here. So I have been following Ray-Bans on YouTube. I've been following him for quite a long time, to be honest, and like everything he says does definitely work. I just don't think I'm fully understanding it properly. So, you know, this is where I actually really want to really understand this really well. Okay, I don't want to look on the 15 second, I want to look on the minute. Just bear with me a second, like it is messing around here too much, I don't really like that. Like, am I not seeing something here? Right, it's, I don't like it the way it's kind of glitching out here. Okay, she's starting to do something. Let's see. Okay. Right, I actually could potentially do this, right? I don't know why it's not letting me buy though. It really annoys me the way it's so glitchy here. If I hit the buy button, it just like glitches out for ages. So if I don't win this, I don't really care. Like I'm still learning. It's not a big deal, honestly. Right, trend line. Because what I was thinking there. Wait, actually, I'm going to use a box instead. I was really thinking that. Oh, by the way, my rule here when I'm doing this, it's 3 trades and that's it, a day. I'm only allowed to take 3 trades a day, and I actually have to really practice this discipline because I know obviously in a live account it's very different, isn't it, when it's live? So I thought that was actually going to go up there, and I know I was very wrong, which is fine. You know, it's only 1 trade, it's not the end of the world. I thought this was going to go up here, but realistically it could have actually got like a 1 minute down trade to this line here. That would have been a good idea, but I was not paying attention. So it's not the end of the world. We'll just see what happens here. But it's just if I can maintain this discipline here of only taking 3 trades. So I'm going to have like a demo account where I just do my complete discipline, and then I'm going to have a demo account, and that is for just learning and training. So I need to have 2 different accounts in order to do this properly, okay? But I just think if I record it, then I can obviously look back at these, and if it is helping anyone, obviously, you know, it could be useful as well if somebody's learning how to do this. But basically what I do, like, I just check out my, just like basic like support and resistance and trend lines and things like that. Like, I know that this trade is probably going to lose anyway, which is fine. It's probably going to go down actually, I really think. So I actually zoom my screen out so I can see it a little bit more clearly as well. That's what I do a lot of the time. I'll put it down to, what, like 50%, so then I can, it's just so these buttons aren't as big, because I find when these buttons are big, I want to click them all day, whereas like when they're small, I think I sort of treat it more seriously, because in a way this is like, it could be gambling. Like, I mean, I've gambled on this before, and I got from, I put 3,000 in, and I got it up to 16,000 in a day and a half, and then I ended up blowing it all again. Look at this. Like, that's starting to give me a pattern, and I like that. Oh, why are you not hitting the button? Damn it. Every time I hit this button, it takes ages for it to actually work. Why is that? That really annoys me, man. The way, see the way like that pushed down really strongly there, so it hit off this, so it was like a support and resistance level there, so it, like, you know, obviously came through this area, then it bounced off quite strongly, so I got like a good feeling about pushing down here. But I mean, if it doesn't work out, still not the end of the world, obviously, and I'm still doing my discipline of 3 trades a day, and like I can't do any more than that, and if I'm going to be on a losing streak, whatever, it's going to happen. That's the problem that I had before, where like if I lost 2 trades in a row, then I'd just start doubling up and I'd be raging with myself. And then obviously, you know, you end up doubling up, and then you end up losing trades and doing silly things. Like, this looks like a good, potentially an entry here actually as well, but not yet. Oh, this is on the 15-second. See, rookie mistake. I should have been on the 1 minute, but actually it did give me an entry there. Kind of, although because it's on this line, that's a wee bit sketcherama, you know. Good, is it? Let's see what happens here. See, to be fair, I shouldn't have even been trading really around any of these lines here. Like, it's just too, it's too close. So okay, so that's basically a lesson, isn't it? If you've marked out a pretty strong area of like a trend line or support and resistance, you should never trade there. And that is like a lesson that I've learned a few times. But I just thought, you know, I'll be able to do it differently this time. But obviously, of course, you won't be able to. Like, if this pushes off here, that would probably be a good indicator that you could get in for 3 minutes. Or even for 1 minute. Oh, I went in too early. Oh, let's see. Right, whatever. Oh man. What a rookie bad day. Damn it. Oh well. That's 3 losses. Like, so this is it. You have to just get off, don't you? Oh man. That was stupid. That was stupid trading. Right, that was a bad day. Okay, 3 losses. Okay, whatever. Oh no, well maybe not potentially. I might win this one. I don't know. But anyway, my goal is just to be able to take 3 trades a day and actually be able to trust myself that I can actually make 3 really great trades a day. So like, I'm just gonna have to really study now for a long time to get to the point where you can actually do that, you know? So I did win that trade actually, which was pure fluke. See? So loss, win. Alright, fair enough. But that's it. So this is like my pretend live account, because honestly, oh, see, that would be a good trade. Damn it. But this is obviously what happens. Everybody thinks like if you stay on the charts for too long, you're gonna end up making stupid decisions. And I've done this too many times to know like that it's true. So like literally, like that would be me done. Obviously I didn't have a good trading day there because I didn't win basically anything. But I mean, if you got 3, say if you did eventually get to like a really good percentage win rate and you were obviously clear. I made silly mistakes here by like, that was on the 15-second when I should have been on the 1 minute. Do you know? And then I know a lot of people have been telling me to stay on the 15-minute. So then like, you're not going to take stupid trades because it takes so long for like a pattern to appear on your 15-minute. Like you might be waiting for like an hour for something to actually happen. But you know, I'm just not very patient sometimes, so that's why I rush into things. But this is why I lost money. You know, so if I just sat and like was actually more patient, then you know that wouldn't happen. So anyway, so that's my trading, my like fake real trading done for the day. And I'm not trading in my live account for a year, so this is like a year of training really. And this is me like pretending to be live, right? So obviously you can see there, like your demo account is not rigged, you're still gonna lose. Like the demo account is the same as the real account. Like I was actually trading better on my real account when I was trading, to be honest, because I was like, right, I'm not taking that rubbish trade. But I actually think now this, to me, this feels like real money. Like I'm just afraid to lose it because I'm like, oh, I need to get to 100,000. I want to make sure I can get to 100,000, or by trading this way, like properly. Even if I got to 100,000 in this account and traded properly, then I think I would be ready even before a year. But we'll just see anyway. And if this helps anyone, obviously just you can let me know. I know I'm kind of just doing this to see if I can do it. Really, it's like a challenge to see if I can actually do it, because I'm just so fed up like being mediocre at this. But like this just shows you like what it, you know, how long it really does take to get a trade set up and stuff, because obviously look at this, like it's actually starting to do something now. Oh my goodness. So it hit off this trend line. It's just doing a double. See, I can't even remember the words. I haven't been doing it for like quite a long time now. So, but obviously it touched off this trend line here, and then it's touched on again, and it's probably going to move. So this would have been actually potentially like a good setup, like here, you know, if I just waited. See that? Because you're getting that good. It's like touching off this area here again, and then moving really well. So like if I just waited, man, we could have got a really good trade there. See that? And on the 15-second, what could you get there? So if you went on the 15-second, right, you'd move your trend line here, or your little box here. So you got a double or triple touch off that. Then you get a good entry pattern here. You could have entered there for 1 minute. You know where my cursor is here? I would have entered. I'll just see. Maybe we would have won, maybe we would have lost, I don't know. But let me see here. I would have entered about maybe here or so for 1 minute. So I'll just see how much time that is. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger again. So I would have entered around here. So it's 13:46 up to 13:47. So that's a minute there. So we would have actually won that one. You know, if we'd entered right there, we would have won that one. So, because like there's so much confirmation here. There's 3 confirmations. Okay, and there's like a big bounce here. Like I tried to break this area and I couldn't break it. And then it started to trend upwards again. But like that's a really good sign if you can see if they're trying to get below this level here, where it's touched off so many times. Like look at this. It's touched 1, 2. Okay, broke down here. 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, it's touched off that area quite a lot, so that'll be a good area there. And then you can see like it touched again. It really tried to break below, but it couldn't do it. So that would have been a good trade. And then look even here. Look, it comes back. You could have literally took another trade here for another minute. It would have been a wee bit sketchy though. Here, look. But I think you would have won that one. It like tried to bounce down and then just came up really quickly. So that would have been another win. This is what I need to wait for this kind of stuff to happen. So it's like you just wait for it to play out until it's so obvious that you can't feel, really. I mean, you're obviously going to feel sometimes. Okay, so it's starting to break below now. So now's the time you're like, oh, okay, just wait. I'll just wait and see what happens. So I'm just going to move this line up a little bit. Probably could get another one actually. But yeah guys, I'm gonna just study this because it's just something that I've always really wanted to do, and I just find it so frustrating that I'm not it's not happening. And literally this year, well, I couldn't walk. I don't know if you guys know my story, but basically I've been basically like not been able to walk since 2021 because of an injury. I got an injury in a mountain marathon and I was not able to walk at all. It was so horrendous. But this would maybe be a good entry here as well. Wait, I'm gonna start maybe boxing out these guys here just to show you, like, could get an entry. See, on the 15 second you can get 1 minute entries and you can literally just like rack up trades. Like, I know people who just did trade like and do like 20 trades and get like 18 out of 20 trades and stuff. Like, that's pretty amazing. If I could get to that point, man, I would be loving life. But I just can't trust myself to be on the charts that long. You know, I just don't think I would trust myself to not gamble, basically, at the minute. Right, so that would be my trade there, roughly. Oh, damn it. Anyway, so it's roughly around there. Right, and then we wanted this one here, we're going to copy that. So this is, I can just keep copying these and just putting away trades along with where I would enter and stuff. Ugh. Right, here we go. And guys, I'm not editing any of these videos, by the way, so like, if they're really horrendous, I don't care. I'm not changing it, because I'm just too lazy, and I'm not doing it. Right, anyway, this is where you would enter, potentially. Because obviously I hit this area, it broke through and it did break. It actually did break through, like, this area. So, I mean, you could take a risk here on this one. I don't know if I would or not, but you could take a risk on that one, you know, and just keep going until you lose. You would have got that one, you would have got that one. You would have got this one, maybe. Potentially, you might lose it because it's on this here really strong trend line. Although, we'll see what happens. You probably would have lost that one actually. Right. So that would have been. I'm gonna maybe make this one red to show that we lost it. We would have lost this one. So how do I change that? So yeah guys, I just learned over time, like, I was trying to do it the fast way. As usual, I'm always trying to learn things the faster way. The way that means you don't have to put any effort into something. Because I'm lazy. But that's not the way to learn. You just really can't afford to do that. And that's why I'm just really wanting to put the effort in to really learn this now, because for me it's kind of like do or die situation. Oh yeah, I was telling you about because I couldn't walk. That's why I basically couldn't walk from 2021 up until I was basically so desperate and depressed that I thought, like, if I don't get this sorted out, I'm just not wanting to be alive anymore, basically. So I was like, right, I need a miracle or I'm kind of over this right now. because I was like using a wheelchair and stuff, and just my workplace was not accessible, and just nobody cares. Like, but I was just really, really stressed out all the time and desperate for help. And I just thought, I need a miracle here, otherwise I really just don't see how I'm going to continue with life, like, really, because it was just so horrendous. You know, you just felt like you couldn't do anything, and it was just so sad. But see, if this broke out and then came and retested, that would be quite a good entry, I think. If it retest, only if it came back though. See the way it's pushing really hard now, because this is such a clean area. I mean, it's probably going to just keep pushing, but if it did come back, then you could enter. And these 1 minute entries, you could get one. You could have got a 3 minute there. You could have got 3 minute here. Probably would be really good. So there's a good few entries there that actually look quite good. But I was basically saying that. Yeah, I was just like, oh my goodness, I need a miracle. And I was going to mass every Sunday, and like praying the rosary every day, asking for a miracle, doing the 54-day novena. And I got out of mass, like I was like hobbling to the car after mass one day, and yeah, a woman came out and she was like talking to me, but I was like so desperate and depressed at the time. But she told me about a faith healer, and then I thought, okay, well, I mean, it's worth a try. I'll go to the healer and see what happens. And like, it actually worked. I did go to her 12 times, so I went to her 12 times, and then I have been going to the gym and stuff to grow my leg back, but basically I can kind of walk now, so. But in the process, like, I've lost my job, and I basically traumatized myself trading, and I was going out with somebody who threatened to kill me, basically, so. I don't know, I think, I think I got on this that it was safe for kids, but it's not really safe for kids at the minute. But it's just been brutal, like, the last few years, but this is why I want to learn how to do this more than anything right now. And if I can help other people to learn how to do it as well, that would be great. Look at this here. See that? Sorry, I was pushing off that really nice area there, and it was also not breaking. Right, I need to go in a bit tighter here. Right, so how do I make this narrower? I don't know. Right, so we're gonna just see what happens here, because I know there's this area here. I don't want to touch in this area here, but I think if it gave you a good push, if it was a good push and it got above this area here, you could potentially enter that as well. I'd probably take a down trade here, like a double. I would see if I was trading my normal way. I'd be like smashing a double trade here. Do you know? Because I'm risky. I just think it's definitely going to go down for a while. Definitely think I would have won that. And if it was on the, see if it's on the 1 minute, I normally do 3 minute trade. And if it's on the 15-second, I'll do a 1 minute. Using a similar pattern though, like I would have probably entered like here for a 3 minute. See what's that? I entered here, which is what? I'll say 1356, right? 58, roughly. Probably would have entered about here. Ooh. I don't even know if that's correct. Like, I'm trying to do the 3 minute trade here. Also, I find as well, like, if you just cover the money up, kind of helps you mentally a wee bit, I think too. Because I know whenever I show my money, then I want to make money back, you know, if I've lost it. So I want to try and get to the stage where I'm like not looking at this and just trading the right, you know, like the strategy in a way. Although, if you ask me what the strategy is, like, I honestly don't even really know. I just know that it's like you have to look at these, where the lines are here, where the support and resistance areas are. And then if you get a pattern, there's like a pattern here. Normally, if something's going to push up really nicely, you'll generally get these kind of patterns here where it'll like push up. You just have to be very careful with these areas, though, isn't it? Like, see this pushing off here? Like, that could be a good trade. It's like pushing off this really good, strong area of resistance. Like, I know I'm not supposed to take another trade, but I really want to. Oh, look at this. Right, I would take a trade here. See, I'm trying to get myself, even in my demo account, I'm just trying to get myself into the head frame of like never, not over trading. I'm like, you know, just thinking, right, I would enter here, but I'm not having that urge to hit the buy button. Because that's where it gets me. Like, if I go in my demo account and I'm like treating it like a demo account, then as soon as I get in my live and I get into gamble brain mode, then I just start smashing buttons and hitting it up to 5% and 20% and stuff, you know, which is not sustainable. Like, this is supposed to be like a lifelong thing. It's not supposed to be something that you just do every now and again. You know, how am I gonna get this? Come on, wait, what am I doing? Yeah. So I would have gone in there, I think, for about, I would have been for about 3 minutes there for this one, because it was a really good, it was a good resist. Or, you know, you could actually, a lot of people do just enter straight off here. Like, if it's a good trend line, you can just hit the buy button right here. You know, if you see it, it's just as soon as it touches that, bang, hit the buy button for 3 minutes, and you would win that. But I like to wait sometimes until I get like a confirmation. Let's see here, what you get in your 1 minute? Right, so I would have gone in there, so it wouldn't, the candle isn't closed yet. Oh, I just realized I can go into full screen. That would be even better. Okay, I think I'll just do that from now on. Actually, I'll go into full screen mode. Definitely think that's better. So guys, and I'm going to stop this soon. Once we find out if we won or lost this one, then so green is when we've won it, that I predict that we've won it, and red is if we've lost it. And these are the ones that I'm not actually entering because it goes against my rules that I have to stick by, because this is what you have to do if you want to be an actual proper trader. You just can't keep messing around all the time. Okay, we would have won that one too. So that's a good one. And then this one here we would have won, but obviously I wasn't, it was like 3 minutes, it would have been more like this here. And it would have been like this big, because that's how much of a move we made, roughly around here. So that was quite a good win. That was a good win. This one was a loss, definitely. This one was a win, but not a very great win, but we only went in for 1 minute, so it's probably more like this. This one would have been more like, kind of like this too, I'd say. Okay, right, what else? That's it. And then we had a loss and a win in my fake real account. Obviously it's a demo account, guys, so you know that. But the demo is the same as the real account. I know you don't want to believe it, but it really is, okay? So I'm just basically trying to teach myself patience on how to do this properly. I'm like marking up my charts properly, but I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to keep learning, and then when I put these videos up, hopefully I will be able to actually share something that will help you guys to actually get better at this. Because I think I've just seen the power of binary options and how amazing it is, but it also can ruin your life. Like, it can literally give you PTSD, and I literally had that from it because I lost so much money. So just, you know, you really need to treat this with a lot of respect. I mean, it's so important. Just treat it with so much respect. So it's not something that you can just come in and just go gung-ho into and throw your money into it, because you will lose it all and you will just be a gambler. And I've literally seen so many people's accounts. Like, I look at them deliberately. I go and like look at people's accounts and see how many trades they take a day. And like, you're only supposed to take like 3, like say like 2 to 5 trades a day max, right? For like any normal person, you're supposed to take 2 to 5 trades roughly a day and keep roughly around the same percentage. So you can do like a bit of martingale strategy, which is like where you double up. If you've gone wrong, if you're wrong the first time, you can double up, and I do that sometimes, and it actually works a lot for me, to be honest, that way. But I find 3 trades a day is my sweet spot. Otherwise, I'll start to get gamble brain, and I don't know if that's the official term for it, but it is a thing, definitely. So see that it's hitting off this area here. It's hitting off there, and it's like bouncing down. It's really good. Like, that would probably be a good trade there too. See that? So you could like maybe go in there for a minute if you're up to that sort of thing. Maybe, potentially, but maybe not. I would just wait until this candle closed first to see if is it actually going to go down or not. Right, it's playing around too much. I wouldn't actually go into that. You know, I was pretty much saying there. Yes, I was in a trading community for a long time, and it was a really good community. But a lot of people are gamblers because. Sorry, I'm just watching these candles here. It looks quite good, but no, a lot of people are really just gamblers, because I went on to some of their accounts just to see like how well they'd done, and a lot of people had taken, I actually just looked at how much money they had lost, and it really scared me. A lot of people had lost like 100 and something thousand pound. Like, these are the people in the trading community who are trying to learn how to trade, and they're losing 100,000 pound. Like, that is not okay. Like, this would be a good entry here. Maybe we'll just wait for it to close. But like, that made me feel sick to my stomach, because I had lost about 16,000, to be honest, and I was like so depressed about that. Like, that annoyed me so much. But like, genuinely though, how could you lose 100 and something thousand pound and be okay with that? Like this is why it can literally give you PTSD if you don't do it right. Because this is not happening right now. I would just leave this trade then. Unless it bounced off here again and then give me a really good entry pattern, then I would maybe entertain entering in that. But I think it's just better just to wait for a minute. But basically what I'm trying to say to you here is, like, you really have to treat this so carefully, because you have to respect it. I have seen so many people losing a lot of money, and it's so disgusting to me. Right, this could be a good entry, but yeah, let's see here. It's not pushing down hard enough. I just don't like it. See, because of this area of resistance here too, we've got this wee area we keep forgetting about. That's why it's faffing about in here, because of that. So I wouldn't touch that. Just not yet anyway. Until it maybe pushes, if it pushed down here, then maybe. I think that now would be a better time, but you need to wait for it to come down and give you a wee bit of a... If it pushed super hard, I would maybe entertain it. See, it's coming back, and then it's touching up again, and then if it gives a big push, then you would maybe enter it. No, see, it's not. Right, so just leave that. It's too close to those two areas, we'll just leave it. So, you know, I was pretty much saying there that I looked on people's accounts and I saw that, see that it's, oh no, it's not coming, sorry, I'm gonna stop looking at this one. Some people had lost like 123,000 I think I saw, and they were taking like 100 trades a day. And I was just thinking, oh my god, like they are literally like gamblers, and they're literally losing their whole life savings as well. And it's just not okay, like really not okay. And there's some other guy, I think he lost like 200,000 or something. So it's just, you really have to respect this so much. And like I know I didn't really respect it at the start because I didn't understand like how painful it would be to lose money, because realistically like money is literally what we use to keep ourselves alive now. Do you know what I mean? So like there's so much emotional weight on money, so that's why you have to be so careful. Do you know what I mean? You just cannot mess around with this stuff. And like I remember hearing any good binary options traders, they literally just say it like it just has to be so robotic that you don't even think about it. You literally just place your free trades a day, and that's it, and you don't even think about it. And like because you're not over trading and you're only using 1%, like there's no reason why you should be getting emotional about it. It just shouldn't be a thing. Do you know what I mean? So anyway. So guys, I'm just going to leave this today because it's just, I think it's not really going to do very much. It's going to play around here for a while, then it might eventually make a decision either way what way it's going to go. Could go down, could go up, who knows. Nobody knows anything. See, this is where I used to lose so much money in this stuff here, because I would just think, oh it's going to go down, oh it's going to go up, and I would like really mess with my head. So sometimes this is why it's better if you're on like a higher time frame. It's not going to annoy your head as much, because you're just waiting for it to like break out of an area and make a decision. Because really at the minute, like there's not really much that's happening there. So I would just leave that. So guys, I'm going to leave that here for today, and I'll get talking to you all soon. So I'm only really going to do this, I might not do it every day, probably maybe 3 times a week or so. So if you do find it helpful, you can keep watching. Obviously I'm still using a demo account, and I'm being very open about that I've lost money before in the past, and until I get this account to 100,000 or within a year, I am not trading in my live account, because I've lost money in the past and I traumatized myself basically. So I am not doing it again. So if you don't like that, that's alright, you don't have to be here. But if you want to see how long it actually takes to take a trade, then feel free to come along here and like literally see if you could do this, and you got 3 trades. You know, that's literally half an hour and you're done. You know, you can go and do your whatever else you want to do. But it takes a while to learn how to do this, and like obviously I'm not an expert at all, so I have a lot to learn still. But if I can get this demo up to 100,000, then I will go back, I'll go into my live then. Or if it takes me a year, I'm gonna give myself a year as well. You know, if I don't get this up to 100,000 within a year, you know, then I'll just take my time. Obviously I just want to learn how to do it properly, so we don't even need the CCI. I just put that there sometimes, we don't even need it. It would actually be handy though to have a bit of an EMA or something in here, so I might actually put one of them in at some point. I can't remember how to do it though. I need to work out how to do that. I did it before. And I like doing OTC just because that's what I'm used to, but I mean, each to their own. If you guys, honestly, you just have to do your own thing. You really do. Whatever works for you best. Like I do think I just like binary because it's quick for me, and I am too impatient to sit all day and wait for stuff when I can just make it happen quicker. Honestly, I'm just too busy. I don't really like looking at the charts. I really don't like it that much. Maybe other people do, but I just want to make money, really. I'm gonna be honest. So I don't want to be spending all day looking at charts. Like, it's just not something I'm interested in at all. And I also do like something else on the side, so I'll just rather do that. And I honestly haven't made any money on this yet, so I'm literally just learning, and I want to see if other people, you know, if we could help other people to see like how you actually do it step by step. So right, you can see here it's starting to make a bit of a decision here, but it's still going to touch off this area which I don't like. So let's see, I don't know, I wouldn't feel comfortable really entering any of these to be honest. Like, I mean, you could enter there maybe and do it for like 30 seconds. Like a wee quick 30-second one. As soon as it touched here and started resisting of it, just hit 30 seconds. You could do that, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to do it. Anyway, guys, I am going to go here, okay? And I will talk to you all soon. Radio. Bye.